Hey everybody, Artemis here, and we just got back from New Orleans. There was some good, there was some bad. Definitely not what I expected. So let's start out. I made some really good memories with my husband, so that's a bonus. I don't know. The accommodations that Wyndham set us up with, which was one of their third-party hotels. I guess that's what it is. On the outside, you know, it looks sleek and modern and, you know, everything you want from a hotel. You know, depending on what night you stay, it's like $250 to $350 a night, depending on what night what nights you stay. I definitely didn't pay that much, so I really can't complain all too much on that. But when you pay like $4 for a bottle of water, $4.50 for a Kit Kat, $26 for like a very small thing of wine, there was no complimentary anything at this hotel. On top of that, we had to pay $50 a day to park. That wasn't valet parking. That was public parking. We stayed in the French Quarter. Now, when I say stay in the French Quarter, there's kind of like a newer area of the French Quarter where like all the high rises are, and Harrah's and the World War II Museum and stuff like that. And then you have the actual French Quarter. Definitely not what I was expecting. A lot of the shops that I really wanted to go to did not open until like noon on like a weekday. So yeah, we were kind of up early and wanting to do things, and we just couldn't do them because it wasn't open. We did go to Cafe du Monde, which was awesome. We went to the Melting Pot, which we had one here locally, but it closed down, and neither me nor my husband ever had got a chance to actually go there, so we went there. That was really good. We went to Manning's, which is a sports bar that Archie Manning owns. Which, if you don't know who he is Peyton Manning and Eli Manning his father, and there's like a lot of memorabilia on his sons and him, and it was really awesome, especially since I'm a Broncos fan and we've had Peyton there. You know, it was really a awesome time. We went to Harrah's, and we drank, and I won some money, and that was awesome as well. We walked around the French Quarter. That was an experience, to say the least. A lot of the little cafes that we went and ate, their food was excellent. Now, parking is absolutely horrendous in New Orleans. Well, at least the French Quarter. Let me back up for a minute. I'm sure there's people that go down there and they have an absolutely wonderful time, and that's awesome. I am only saying what I got to experience. These are my views and my experiences. So please don't think that if you do go down there, your experiences are going to be the same, because I absolutely can guarantee you they wouldn't be. We did not go outside of the French Quarter, so I didn't get to go see the garden. What's it called? The Garden Quarter or whatever. I didn't get to go see that. I didn't get to go see any other part other than the French Quarter. They do have a very, very nice World War II museum there. I didn't get to go see it, but it looked very, very nice. What I did get to go experience, which I really wanted to experience, the French Quarter. I was a little disheartened by that. Like I said before, the shops that we wanted to go see were closed on like a Tuesday at like 11 o'clock. I wanted to go see Jackson Square. I wanted to see the statues. I wanted to see, you know, the shops and just what the French Quarter had to offer. And I don't know if it was just the time of year or if it was... I really don't know. But every place that we went, there was construction. There was either roads blocked, roads semi-blocked. There was parts of a block that were very nice and very neat, and you could tell that they were trying to clean it up. Then there was the next block over, and it was horrible. It was nasty. It was filthy. The smell of urine. You had homeless people everywhere in the French Quarter. You couldn't enjoy Jackson Square because there was no place. I mean, they have benches and stuff that you can sit out and sit down on, but every bench there was a homeless person sleeping on it. What really ticks me off, and this really got to me, was there's a Catholic church. I believe it's one block in, like the inside of the quarter from Decatur Street. It is a Catholic church, and there were homeless people sleeping on cardboard boxes out in front of their church, and the church iron gates were locked. And this is a weekday. There should have been somebody there at that church that could have been helping these people, but there wasn't, and I don't know why. What really got to me was the vets saying, "Hey, I'm a Navy vet, I'm just hungry, can you help?" You know, I was really taken aback by the sheer number of homeless people in that area, in the French Quarter. I know Memphis has a lot of homeless people, but you never see them in a tourist area. And if you do, it's maybe one. I lost count. I stopped counting after like 20. And this is like the same row. I mean, we did like a 2-mile block of the French Quarter, like just, you know, did a block. And I was stunned to see what I saw. My biggest thing is, where is the city of New Orleans? Where is the help for these people? I mean, I just came back from Manhattan and New York City and didn't see this there. And that's where I would have expected to see it. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, that was very heartbreaking, and just the entire state of the French Quarter is very heartbreaking. And they are doing construction on it, on some of it, and you can tell they're trying to fix it up. They're still trying to get everything back in order from Mardi Gras. There's still beads hanging in the trees and stuff, which was really cool to see. But yeah. So anyway, so we did that. Did the French Quarter thing, and I got sick Monday with sinuses, and my head was about to kill me, and I pretty much stayed in bed the entire day. I could have went to Walgreens and got me some medicine, but the Walgreens that we found was in the French Quarter, of course, but it was too far to walk to, and I refused to pay $10 to park the car just to go in and get some sinus medicine. I was done with paying to park my car. Everywhere you went, for the 3 days that we were at the hotel, it cost us over $150 to park our car. I don't know, my camera stopped. I was talking about parking the car. Any place you went, you had to park. You had to pay $10 to $20 an hour, and you're still having to walk 2 to 3 blocks to get to the destination you're wanting to go. Some of the cheaper areas that you can park your car at, I would not have parked my car. I would not. We went to Harrah's Casino a couple times, won some money, drank quite a bit, and had a great time there. Went over Lake Pontchartrain, the like 27-mile bridge. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Other than that, I really didn't get to experience a whole lot. I wanted to go to the Marie Laveau cemetery burial site or monument at St. Louis Cemetery No. 1. However, New Orleans has stopped the public from going in there, and the only way you can go in there is by a tour. Now, these tours cost you $25 a person, which was fine. But when I woke up the morning we had planned to go to do the tour, I was sick, and we decided to cancel. So, that didn't happen. There's other things that you can do. We just didn't do it. You know, everything just seemed extra down there, and I really don't know why. Everything seemed to cost way more money than what it really should have, I think, cost. Like their zoo and aquarium, for instance, it's like $40 a person to get in. Memphis has like the #1 zoo in the country. It's either #1 or #2. It was #1 at one time. Theirs is nowhere near that price range. So I don't know why New Orleans thinks its shit doesn't stink or something, because honestly I didn't see anything very great about it. I mean, I'm sure there's people that go down there and rave about it and just absolutely love New Orleans. I'm just not one of those people, and I'm sorry. It just does not appeal to me. That's my opinion, my views, my beliefs. And I'm going to be honest with anybody, you know. It was not my cup of tea. I'm not a big drinker, for one. My husband isn't a big drinker, for two. We were told by locals not to go to Bourbon Street, that it's not a safe area. It is a tourist area, but it's not a safe area at all. And since we don't drink that much, and my husband's not going to go into a strip club, there was no need for us to go there. He did want to go to the World War II museum, which we didn't get to go because I was sick. He could have went, but he chose not to. So maybe if we do happen to go back at some point, which I don't see it happening, we could go do that. We did have beignets and coffee, and my husband went and found some jambalaya and red beans and rice and all that stuff, and I don't like it. I mean, I have a really bad gallbladder, so I kind of have to watch what I'm eating and spices and stuff, and I was really worried about that with the spice and stuff. But I actually found some really good food that I could eat. It wasn't spicy, and I enjoyed the food down there. I even enjoyed the people. I mean, the people that I talked to seemed very, very nice. The hotel was trying to be accommodating, but the beds were like, they changed their beds to like a European style futon bed, and it was horrible. Our air didn't work until the Monday afternoon, which we were leaving Tuesday, and we had called them, what was it, Sunday in to fix it. And the guy come in, waved his little thermometer at the vent, and said, oh, it's between 65 and 80. And I'm like, huh, it's sitting on 52 though. And he left and didn't do anything. Well, I had called Wyndham, I had called the hotel we were staying at, which was the Le Meridian, which is not partnered with Wyndham, but it's like a third partner kind of thing going on. So I don't know if Wyndham got a hold of them or what, but the guy to fix the air came back the next day, that afternoon, and changed the air vent, which was dirty, or the air filter, which was dirty, and cleaned the coils, and it worked fine ever since. And I said this to him. I said, well, you know, if the guy that was here yesterday would have done that in the first place, we wouldn't have this problem. So, I don't know if he, yeah, I really don't care how he took that. But if he done his job the day before, then we wouldn't have been in that situation. So my husband had actually went down to the front desk to do something totally different, and the lady behind the desk was like, how's the air? Is the air better? I know your wife's sick. Is she okay? And he's like, well, she's okay now, but I'm still sweating. I'm hot. And she's like, here, take my fan, and just gave him the fan that she was using. So, I mean, they were trying to be accommodating, and I greatly appreciate that. But it doesn't help the fact that we were hot for 3 days before, or 2 days before, somebody finally came in there and did their job. It doesn't help the fact that their beds were horrible to the point where I was sore getting up the next morning. You know, our accommodations were so bad, you know, in those two areas that I didn't even feel like getting up and going out and exploring the city. So it kind of really put a damper on, you know, us exploring stuff when we just really wasn't getting good night's sleep and was hot. And, you know, my husband's a truck driver. We sleep on, you know, truck bunk beds that are hard and uncomfortable, and they were better than what we were sleeping on. And that's really something right there. I mean, that's saying a lot. And especially if my husband has a hard time sleeping somewhere, that says a whole lot, because he can sleep anywhere. But anyway, I digress. But we did meet some really cool guys, cool people there. I don't think it was what I was expecting. And given the fact that the room was like it was, and just not what I was expecting, I just don't think it's my cup of tea of a city. But to each their own. Anyway, we did find a really awesome little shop called Earth Odysseys. You can order from them. I got this hematite bracelet. I got that. And I got this necklace. It's also hematite. My husband cannot wear hematite. It shatters. Every time he wears it, it shatters on him. I got this selenite stick, which will be grounded up and used as stardust or moon dust. Some people, either way, I call it stardust. I got this little bitty pointed quartz. And I got this moonstone dragon necklace that is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, it's absolutely gorgeous. We did get some shirts, but they're not anything that's like over special. It was just, you know, New Orleans, French Quarter on it, pretty much. So, yeah, everybody, that was our trip to New Orleans. I will put some of our little sneak peeks of what we done in another video, just kind of like, I guess, sneak peeks. This is kind of like a little rant video, I guess. But anyway, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and you guys have a blessed evening, day, whenever you decide to watch this. So, thank you guys, and have a wonderful day.